When I was learning German, my teacher pulled me aside to ask which of my parents spoke German. I was confused and said neither. Then, belatedly, I remembered that my dad did speak very rudimentary German after being stationed in Heidelberg for a few years. This teacher was well loved but very strict. Being questioned by her was always a little intimidating. I didn't know why she was asking. She pressed to ask if he spoke it with me, and I laughed nervously and said, no, I asked him not to speak it because he couldn't even conjugate verbs. Apparently, my accent was so good that she assumed I'd had more than 1 year of practice. The problem was my vocabulary. Ironically, I needed her to translate the word for accent as I was unfamiliar with it. I was a decent student, but some words tripped me up. One day, she conducted an oral exam and asked us to talk about the hospital. We could say whatever we wanted. In the middle of my nervous little monologue about how we go to the hospital when we are sick and the doctors and nurses help us, she suddenly burst out laughing. I had never seen her laugh before, at least not more than a sensible chuckle. But here she was, bent over her stomach, cackling up, leaving me baffled as to how talking about the nurses could have possibly inspired this extreme hilarity. The word I was trying to use for nurse was Pfleger, but I'd said Pfluger, possibly Flegon. It's been a long time. What I said was close to fly, and the teacher was imagining flying nurses drifting along the hospital wing.